Hello MotoGP enthusiasts, welcome back to ZNGP Today. As Ducati prepares for its 2025 MotoGP campaign, their decision to pair Francesco Bagnaia with Marc Márquez has sparked widespread debate. Former Ducati boss Livio Suppo weighed in, calling the dream duo a challenge for team management but a thrill for fans. KTM has responded decisively to recent speculation linking Lewis Hamilton with a potential purchase of their MotoGP team. The rumors, which surfaced during the Abu Dhabi Formula 1 Grand Prix, suggested that Hamilton might step in to alleviate KTM's financial troubles. However, the Austrian manufacturer and its key figures have categorically denied these claims. As MotoGP prepares for the 2025 season, all eyes are on the Ducati factory team. With Marc Marquez joining reigning double world champion Francesco Bagnaia, pundits are speculating on the seismic shift this could bring to the dynamic within Ducati's garage. Will Marquez's ambition upset Bagnaia's established dominance, or can Ducati maintain harmony between two of the sport's fiercest competitors? Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. The combination of reigning two-time world champion Francesco Bagnaia and six-time champion Marc Marquez at the factory Ducati team is one of the most anticipated lineups in MotoGP history. However, Livio Suppo, who managed Ducati's MotoGP project until 2010, foresees potential challenges. Bagnaia enters 2025 after an impressive season, winning 11 Grand Prix but falling short of the title. Marquez, on the other hand, joins Ducati after a solid year with Gresini, showcasing his abilities on a year-old Mercedes. They're two very strong riders, and it's going to depend a lot on the balance they can manage within the team. A rider like Marc is very charismatic, so Ducati will have to be careful not to let Pecco feel overlooked. Pecco has won 2 world championships and is very fast. If he learns to make fewer mistakes, he's a tough nut to crack. Quote from Suppo. For the first time since leaving Honda, Marquez will be on a factory-supported machine. Many wonder if this will mark a return to his former dominance. Suppo, however, tempers expectations. I don't think he'll be able to kill the championship as he did in 2014, when he won the first 10 races. He'll definitely be one of the protagonists, as he already was this year, where he made a big difference compared to the other GP23 riders. In 2024, Marquez demonstrated his ability to compete at the front despite technical disadvantages, scoring podiums and even race wins on the GP23. His arrival at Ducati's factory team ensures he'll have equal footing with Bagnaia for the first time. Despite Ducati's powerhouse lineup, Suppo believes the upcoming season could be more competitive due to changes in the grid. While Ducati's official team is poised to lead the field, the reshuffling could allow other manufacturers to close the gap. Ducati going from 8 to 6 bikes, losing 2 very strong riders like Jorge Martin and Enea Bastianini, will shuffle the cards. Other teams might aim for the podium. On paper, the first and second positions seem already decided, but it will be great for the fans. The official Ducati team could really dominate the season. The Bagnaia-Marquez pairing promises excitement for MotoGP fans, offering a dynamic mix of styles, personalities, and rivalries. Marquez and Bagnaia previously clashed in memorable battles, including Bagnaia's first MotoGP win against Marquez at Aragon in 2021. Now, with both riders on equally competitive machinery, the stage is set for new chapters in their rivalry. As MotoGP enters the 2025 season, all eyes will be on Ducati's factory team. Will the Bagnaia-Marquez partnership propel Ducati to another dominant year, or will managing 2 superstars prove too challenging? One thing is certain, the fans are in for an electrifying season. During the final round of the Formula 1 season in Abu Dhabi, whispers began circulating that 7-time F1 champion Lewis Hamilton might acquire KTM's MotoGP team. With KTM reportedly struggling under financial burdens and debts approaching €3 billion, the story gained momentum, especially given Hamilton's previous interest in owning a MotoGP team. Hamilton himself had earlier expressed a passion for the sport and the idea of team ownership, saying, "I've always loved MotoGP. I'm interested in the potential growth of the sport. Anything is possible. Over the next 5 to 10 years, I'd definitely explore opportunities in team ownership." Quote from Lewis Hamilton. Despite this, KTM has been quick to shut down the speculation. KTM's top brass dismissed the rumors with outright astonishment. Speaking to GP1, an anonymous source from KTM declared, "Never in a million years." Tech 3 KTM team boss Hervé Poncharal also addressed the rumors, firmly stating, "These rumors are completely unfounded. There's not a shred of truth in them. And I assume this also applies to the factory team." Another senior KTM executive echoed similar sentiments, adding, "We read the Hamilton story with astonishment." Their statements underline KTM's commitment to continuing its MotoGP project as planned, despite the financial difficulties currently affecting the company. While the rumors of Hamilton purchasing KTM were swiftly debunked, his interest in MotoGP remains genuine. Earlier this year, the Mercedes F1 star spoke openly about exploring team ownership, citing his involvement with the NFL's Denver Broncos as a first step into this domain. The Denver Broncos was a first step into team ownership. "I think over the next 5 to 10 years, there will be more opportunities. We'll see." Quote from Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton's passion for motorsport and equity ownership suggests that MotoGP could still be on his radar in the future. However, KTM appears unlikely to be the team he targets, especially given their sponsorship ties to Red Bull, a longtime rival of Hamilton and his partner Monster Energy. Despite the firm denials, KTM's financial situation remains a concern. The company has entered self-administration to manage its growing debts, sparking questions about the sustainability of its racing operations. However, KTM has insisted that its MotoGP project will continue unaffected. The team, which has made significant strides in MotoGP in recent years, remains optimistic about its future, with plans to stay competitive despite the challenges. While KTM has quashed rumors of a potential buyout by Lewis Hamilton, the conversation underscores the British F1 champion's growing interest in the MotoGP world. For now, KTM insists its racing operations remain intact as they navigate financial uncertainties. The story highlights the evolving dynamics of motorsport team ownership and the crossover between two of the world's premier racing disciplines. Marc Márquez's move to the factory Ducati team is one of MotoGP's most significant shifts in recent history. The 8-time world champion has spent 2024 battling at the front on a year-old Ducati GP23, achieving 20 podiums, a remarkable feat compared to just 2 podiums combined by the other riders on similar machinery, such as Alex Marquez, Marco Bezzecchi, and Fabio Di Giannantonio. Now, stepping into the factory team alongside Bagnaia, Marquez will have equal machinery. This elevates the stakes for both riders and presents new challenges for Ducati, which has historically refrained from imposing team orders. TNT Sports analyst Michael Laverty summed up the situation. "Pecco is a double world champion and has been in command of the garage for the past couple of years. All of a sudden, this massive thorn in his side has appeared. Marquez will want to control the Ducati garage." While Marquez and Bagnaia have maintained a cordial relationship so far, some believe the rivalry will intensify as the season progresses. Susie Perry noted, "Marc has played nice with Pecco, in press conferences and on track. That's not how it's going to go next year." Sylvain Gintoli echoed these sentiments, predicting fierce competition. "It's not going to happen. It will be a massive rivalry. The only advantage of Pecco not having the number 1 next year is that, if he gets beaten by Marc, he won't lose the number 1 to his teammate." Marquez's reputation as a relentless competitor only adds to the anticipation. Having dominated MotoGP during his tenure with Honda, he now sees Ducati as his best, and perhaps final, opportunity to add more titles to his legacy. Ducati has prided itself on maintaining parity across its teams, allowing all riders on factory-spec machinery to compete without interference. This approach has paid off, with Jorge Martin clinching the 2024 championship on a factory-spec Ducati for Pramac Racing. However, the arrival of Marquez could test this philosophy like never before. Ducati faces a potential dilemma in managing two riders with championship-winning credentials. Bagnaia, who ended Ducati's 15-year title drought, has been the centerpiece of their resurgence. Marquez, meanwhile, is not expected to play a supporting role. Neil Hodgson highlighted the unique pressure this creates. To put it into perspective, Marquez on the year-old Ducati has had 20 podiums. The idea of him stepping onto equal machinery with Pecco is going to shake things up massively. For Marquez, 2025 represents a pivotal season. At 31 years old, he has little time left to add to his tally of championships. Ducati's dominance in recent years gives him the perfect platform to reignite his title ambitions. However, Bagnaia will be determined to defend his territory, proving he remains Ducati's undisputed leader. Adding to the drama, the departure of 2024 champion Jorge Martin to Aprilia means Ducati's factory team has even more responsibility to lead the charge against their rivals. The 2025 season promises fireworks, with the Marquez-Bagnaia rivalry likely to dominate headlines. Will Marquez cement his place as Ducati's new leader, or will Bagnaia rise to the challenge and retain control of his team? The 2025 MotoGP season is shaping up to be a thrilling battle between two of the sport's brightest stars. As Ducati navigates this high-stakes rivalry, the entire paddock will be watching to see who emerges as the dominant force in red. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.